Well, this morning, as voters go to the polls and the nation anxiously awaits the results of one of the most divisive elections in modern history, cities across the country are bracing for potential civil unrest.
Well, let's hope not. But CNN's Stephanie Elam has more on what some cities and businesses in those cities are doing to prepare.
As if a hurricane is coming, businesses across the country are boarding up. The perceived threat is far from normal for a modern American election. After a season of charged political rhetoric,
Biden remains silent in his basement.
You're the worst president America has ever had.
and months of protests, including looting in some places, it's the uncertainty of how people will react to the results of the presidential election that has business owners on edge yet again in 2020.
I think it's just precautionary.
Caspy's Jewelry has been in this Los Angeles location since 1948. They're closing up shop until sometime after the election.
Do you ever remember a time when you were concerned about an election result?
Never in my life. This is such a surprise. This is incredible chaos everywhere.
Chaos that Beverly Hills wants to avoid. Ritzy Rodeo Drive is completely blocked off until at least Thursday.
We're not mandating any businesses that board up. We're highly recommending that you harden the target.
In Portland and Chicago, the police departments have canceled officers' time off for Election Day.
The city has been in close communication with our business community.
Plywood covers storefront doors and windows in Raleigh, North Carolina, as it does in Denver, where the city is activating its Emergency Operations Center, the first time for an election day.
100% heightened awareness.
The nation's capital is doing the same.
We know, of course, that First Amendment activities have the potential to disrupt business operations.
The closer to 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the more palpable the concern.
I think that people want to get closer to the White House to be able to express their concerns and their feelings.
And in New York City, officials are preparing for protests.
If anything turns violent, we're going to move to stop that immediately.
The Big Apple should be gearing up for the now reimagined Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade due to COVID-19. The windows of Macy's flagship Manhattan store usually a draw unto themselves. Instead, the store is all boarded up. In the time of coronavirus,
we're really hoping that everybody doesn't protest violently.
A different kind of protection during an unprecedented election. Stephanie Elam, CNN, Los Angeles.